Hi, welcome to the Introduction to the Economics course, ECO 210. I'm making this recording in the fall 2020. Well, if you are a student at this time, you probably know that because of the coronavirus, the pandemic, which is spread to both northern Cyprus and Turkey and throughout the world, basically, we need to make our courses online this semester. I'm considering to use these recordings in future semesters also. If I do that, in that case, you might also be hearing this in a later semester. So in that case, this recording might be a kind of resource in addition to the in-class education you get, and I will think about what the in-class education will consist of in that case, in case I decide to put video lectures into the course page. Anyway, basically, let me start with introducing myself. My name is Kerem Cantekin. Let me shift this a little bit. Yes, I'm this is my email, keremcantekin@email.com, and ckerem@metu.edu.tr, and my office number is TZ39, but at least as long as we do this course online, direct visits to the office might not be possible. And in that case, unfortunately, the office hours should also be made through appointments, and we might use Zoom or other software in case you need to see me face to face to discuss something. Emails also work, and I would prefer Metu email, because the other email, I got a lot of emails to the Gmail, and and some of them are directly sent to spam. So there is a danger that your email might be sent to spam. And when you send an email, it's a good idea to put what the email about on the subject, because especially while I get exams, sometimes I might think that, or assignments, I might think that the email might be on assignment and decide to not open it. Wait until I download all the assignments and basically grade them. But the email might contain also a question or let's say a statement of a problem, and I might see it not immediately, but maybe a few days, or in some cases a week later. So if a email contains multiple subjects, then you might write one subject like assignment 1 plus the other subject, for example, I don't know, inability to access to the course page, for example. And if you have a particularly important thing to write, you might send a separate email just containing that subject, maybe. So you can send me multiple emails. Each might contain a different subject. That's okay for me. So this is for the communication information, basically. Well, here are some additional information on myself. So let me try to move this a little bit more up. Okay, well, I'm graduated from the Middle East Technical University, Ankara campus. Well, as a mechanical engineer basically. And then I have studied, well, with my actually friends' encouragement. I studied economics in United States, New York City, New School University. And then I have received the PhD degree from the University of Utah, again, United States. Well, some people ask me why I switched from the mechanical engineering to the economics. Basically, engineering science was for me something I had passion for, but social problems, how to make society better, was also another passion, and those two passions were side by side throughout my high school life. And in my when I was actually considering which department to study in, I was considering both mechanical engineering and economics. So in the end, I ended up in the mechanical engineering department as an undergraduate student. But at the end of my undergraduate years, I got an opportunity to make a master in economics in the United States, and didn't have a similar opportunity in the mechanical engineering. So from the two passions I had, I have chosen the one which was relatively easier to follow at that time. But I should mention that especially production and the way the society organizes that production is still something very fascinating thing for me. For me, actually, most interesting aspect of economics or activity of the economics is not happening, for example, in banks, in monetary side of the economics, but on the production and labor side of the economics. So kind of this fascination of the production, which lead me to the mechanical engineering also, which is very much well, there are many different topics in mechanical engineering, but basically it is on the way production is done. Basically, I mean, that's the core element maybe in the mechanical engineering department. So that thing still fascinates me. That's still one of my passions, and I have carried that passion to the economics. Anyway, I have taught courses in Turkey, USA, China. In China, just for a summer, I have taught 2 courses. In Turkey, I have taught courses in Istanbul Bosporus University, again for summer. In USA, in the University of Utah, I taught courses. It was possible while you are studying for PhD to also have your own courses and teach them. And in TRNC, basically in the Middle East University Northern Cyprus campus. This is my 3rd year here in Meteo and TRNC. So, well, at the beginning of the courses, well, my courses might look sometimes a little bit strange. This is far most normal course I have, because it is introductory. I did not want to make it too strange. Still, my past students have told me it has some kind of strangeness. Let me remove this to this point, so you can see this choices part. Because my students were in some cases confused by the structure of the courses, I basically decided to talk on the motives I have in designing the course structure at the beginning of the semester, each semester. So these are my principal elements, principal values I have on the background while I'm designing any course, basically. One is labor is the most valuable source we have, which means, well, using your labor power work, people should be able to improve their grades. Well, usually courses give extra points or rely on the curve mechanism. As much as possible, I want to give in the course, in the courses I teach, a possibility to replace your bad grades, improve your grades all the way to the very end of the semester, working more than your peers, which means all the way to the end of the semester, you might have options to improve your grades. But if you use that opportunity to wait all the way up to the end of the semester to really do the work and get a good grade, that might be a little bit difficult. And usually, at the end of the semester, sometimes my students come to me and say, how can I do all this work to get a good grade from the final exam and make all the assignments that are required? It might be not that much possible at the end of the semester. But if you spread the work through the semester and do the coursework at the beginning of the semester and use later courseworks to improve your grades, then it is very much possible to get a good grade from this course. And because of the stress of the coronavirus and assuming you might not be able to have a pleasant working environment now compared with the time when you were living in the campus, I make also the coursework load a little bit lighter. Although, well, still you need to prove me that you have learned the basic necessary, the core teachings or core knowledge the course teaches, the course gives you at the end of the semester and in the midterm, basically. Well, the course should be fair, basically means that I try to make sure that as much as possible there are no favors. So if I give an opportunity to someone, that opportunity should be available for everyone, and that's why I try to pre-think every possibility, like illness or a misfortune, and prepare the course already for those possible problems, like, well, as I said, giving multiple assignments and just taking a subset of them when I'm grading you, and also making makeup available for all students under certain conditions. But the main point is just because you have a special conditions, I'm not able to make a favor for you. Well, sicknesses and extreme cases, like for example, in one case, one of my students said in United States had a severe car accident. In that case, I have extended the deadline to the furthest possible point. But these are pretty much the only the conditions like these are pretty much only conditions when I can make special extensions for the people, basically. So, and the course should be flexible, providing choices, which means, people with different conditions should be able to take course in a way which is most suitable for them. Well, we are very close to the, by the way, end of this session, 15-minute session. So let's end here and let's talk more on the next video.